Sam has sent us a video of a reintroduction, as it were, to the Tennessee area of George and Nick Gulas, their aborted attempt to make a comeback in the late 80s. That I also believe that Kenny Bolin had his first job in wrestling, dealing with
he did
with the Gulases around this time. So I've seen this before. It's atrocious, this video, and it actually includes a bit of a promo with George and Nick. It includes a match. But first,
how long is this?
Oh, in total about 7 minutes. We have to watch the match. It's like a minute, and it is shocking. So 1 second.
This is the guy that I called the worst wrestler I have ever seen.
Here we go.
So see if you agree with me.
We've got to just watch this briefly.
My name is George Gulas, speaking on behalf of Universal Wrestling, the Major League of Pro Wrestling. We'll get back with more wrestling action, but first I have in the studio none other than my father, promoter Nick Gulas. And
is that, he's got a Capital Wrestling jacket, so does that mean he was in Japan, or does that mean he was in Puerto Rico?
Right now,
he stole it? I think that's a Japan jacket.
A couple of minutes, and I know a lot of wrestling fans have asked to pass.
Well, anyway, he keeps saying words and keeps boring people to death.
Some 30 years ago, some 35 years ago. I had the greatest wrestlers in the world come to Nashville. Such great stars as Jimmy Landers way back in the early 30s and 40s and 50s. And the Ed Stranger Lewis, Luthez, Harley Race, Pat O'Connor. Some of the greatest wrestlers in the world came to Nashville. I brought them here. And I intend to bring some of the greatest wrestlers back to Nashville. Murfreesboro, Birmingham, Chattanooga, Knoxville, Memphis, Louisville, Evansville, every town that I can open up.
Okay, well, that's scintillating thing by Nick. We'll just move on. So this is the worst match that... are we saying this is the worst match you've ever seen, Dutch?
No, well, the other worst match I've ever seen, George Gulas is in it.
Oh, yeah.
So what is this?
So this happens afterwards. It's Peaches versus the Spoiler, and I believe the Spoiler is the skinny whippet in the blue vest with the little beer belly.
Where is this supposed to be?
One of the new black mat stars. This is the Gulas. This is the Gulas territory, outlaw territory of the late 80s.
There it is. That's the move. Oh, please pin him.
Where did he get this pair of tramps?
Well, Nick didn't. Look at there. What the hell that?
Wow.
That's porno.
I think he's penetrated him for the win.
I said, oh, he's waving him away. I'll get out of here. I won, but I'm going to beat him out of here. I'm embarrassed to be here.
Is that Garden Hose for the road?
No, I'm sure it is.
Jeez Louise. Let's just...
See, he said he had the greatest wrestlers in the world, Luthez, Harley Race, and the reason they didn't stay because they didn't make no money.
That is a crime. That's a crime. It must be.
And you saw it here. You'll see it nowhere else.
Apart from YouTube where we were watching it. Right, so then.
Horrible. Now, what are we going to see now?
No,
is that it?
No, yeah, that was it. I'm sorry to say. So Sam also says Tojo Yamamoto, Crazy Luke Graham, and Eddie Mansfield in Chattanooga. So this was actually 83. Might have been a bit earlier. I love how they described the guy as one of the new black mat stars. And it's like, geez, it's not the 1860s. You know what I mean? But anyway, were you guys in Memphis? Oh, here's what it is. Said Nick Gulas and George Gulas claimed that they were going to bring Lawler, Dundee, and Terry Taylor into the territory in 83. Were you guys in Memphis even aware of these shenanigans that Nick and George were promising these kinds of things on their Outlaw TV?
No, unless somebody said it in the dressing room. And I think, if somebody brought it up, hey, did you see that Nick Gulas show Saturday? Because most of the guys, a lot of them lived in Memphis, so they wouldn't have seen Nashville TV because it was regional then. But nobody said anything about it. And basically, he was a little more than an independent that people knew a little bit more about than a regular independent. It was nothing. And I don't know where that studio was. I think it was in Nashville. They just curtained it off and had a match. I don't even think did you hear a crowd there?
There was a crowd. I mean, how many people do you need to make a crowd? 3? 4?
No, well, you would need like 20, but I don't think 20 were there.